DraftKings Sportsbook, the top-rated sports booking app in all of North America. Safe, secure, reliable, baby. Reliable. We need that. But we also know that, man, we like to get involved, man, and it's the perfect time of year. Football is heating up, and we know that they are one of the official sponsors or one of the official partners of the NFL. So with that, man, when you want to get more action on these games that are coming up, for my new customers out there, when you make that first bet of $5, if you use the promo code MOATS, you'll get up to $150 in bonus bets. It is a pretty cool concept, man. And they even allow you to combine some bets and do little cool parlays and stuff like that. Man, gotta have a little parlay. But at the same time, we also understand that you might get lost in the sauce. It's the potential of developing a gambling problem, And if you do, you might need some help. If you live in New York, see the number that you can text or call. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER.
AJ Martinez says Steeler game, nail biters, nearly every game. Why?
It's the National Football League, man. You see how we all reacted to seeing the Lions put up 50? Because it's such a rarity. Whereas collegially, guys put up 50 every week. You're like, all right. If they don't score 50, you're like, what's wrong with your offense over there? Yeah, this is the National Football League, man. You just pick whatever week you want to look league-wide and just look at the game spread. You hear me and Deke when we talking the picks end of the week, right?
I think I did all right this week.
You might have. I didn't even check. But, just in the sense of, just listen to the spreads, though. You're rare to get a 7-point spread.
Well, the Lions one was, 14?
That was 14, yeah.
And Lions
and they
would have
covered
by a ton.
Craziness, right?
Did either of us pick that?
No, we stayed away because it was 14.
I
Because
think I would have picked Lions.
At this level, though, nobody, the odds of a team winning by that much are very, very slim. So, because we win a ton of nail-biters, that's not a negative, man. That's just we found a method with Coach Tomlin that helps us continue to be successful in one-score games. The track record is what it is. But, yeah, look around the league, man. It's more one-score games than it is two-score blowouts league-wide, and that's been the case for, plenty of years now, man.
And we can win in different fashions,
which
too.
We've also proven. Yeah.
Which is another great thing to have in your back pocket.
Yeah. The teams that are one-dimensional that can only win shootouts, you see how their record reflects. Cincinnati,
is that type of team right now.
They score touchdowns every daggone series, it looked like. Because I know people were tripping about that yesterday, and we'll obviously talk about it more so today. But the lack of touchdowns. And it's like, would you rather score touchdowns and lose, or you hit 6 field goals and your defense played at a high level and you were able to win this game versus a top team in the AFC that was in the AFC Championship just last year? The style points, is one thing, but yeah,
it's about winning football.
Yeah, what's going to
Russ
give
didn't
us
have
the
his best game, but he played winning football.
He played winning football. I would agree. I definitely would agree.
Didn't put the ball in harm's way. Understood what was going on with the game flow, and Tucker missing some field goals. We're up in it. There's no reason to be putting the ball in harm's way or doing anything crazy, especially too because I felt like our offense didn't have a good sense of what the Ravens' defense was doing early on either. So I try to go crazy and put up gaudy stats early on when you got control of the game. Let's feel this out. Defense was playing lights out too. It was almost like the formula whenever Fields was the quarterback.
I would agree. Yeah.
Well, we asked Fields to just don't turn it over. Pick your spots.
Pick your spots. Make some throws. We still had an explosive element. That's the other part that kind of gets
second half,
overlooked.
We picked it up.
It's like, man, GP had multiple explosive catches. Darnell Washington, multiple explosive catches. Jalen Warren had an explosive catch. Jalen and Najee had multiple explosive runs over 10 yards. So it's like, man, the offense still was explosive. The thing was, man, we had 3 drives that stalled deep in the red zone. And then we had the 3 that kind of stalled in the high red. But that's why you got Boz. That's why we pay him what we pay him. So he can go out there and make the field goals that we saw Justin Tucker miss. We saw Evan McPherson miss. Shoot, Tyler Bass missed a field goal. We seen Cairo Santos get a field goal blocked. I mean, we act as if field goal kickers are just, oh, man, of course he's going to make it until you get up there.
Off that 60-yard momentum.
No, it was an extra point. It was questionable too, bro.
What do you mean? I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah,
I
right?
actually didn't see it.
So they called it a miss. So it was crazy high in the air, and it goes this is upright. It was going over it, and they said, I guess the rule is if it's too high, they can't review it.
Huh.
But the refs, like the one dude just called it like a miss, and you could see like they were kind of looking at like, I don't know, the commentator looked, they was like, oh, on camera you can see where it technically would be good, but you can't go back and challenge it because it went, they say if it's over the goal post, it's not reviewable.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't know that rule. So I was like, all right. So that was what I meant though. By he technically missed one.
You're right. Boz is playing
but it's
that
like
good.
Boz is playing that good where it's like, yo, we can feel confident that this guy is gonna go out there every single time, regardless of where we put him on this field, and he is gonna make the field goal, man. That is something that is also refreshing because it shows, like you said, man, we can win in a multitude of ways.
We already won in this exact style against Atlanta.
Exactly 18 points.
Yeah,
we definitely proved it, man. Yeah, we definitely proved it. Facts.
And sometimes I think it just comes down to a couple plays because if Russ doesn't throw that pick, and maybe we score a touchdown there, or I guess we got the ball right back because of the Peyton Wilson pick, so there was no harm, no foul.
Later, man.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But I'm saying, like, if we literally just score a touchdown there, I feel like it's closed up.
Yeah.
And when was that? That was like mid fourth quarter, early fourth quarter.
Yep.
Game's closed up, and it's not really coming down to the wire the way that we interpreted it.
Yeah.
Just a couple plays. Yeah, if we score one or two times in the red zone,
it just changed everything. Because
exactly
6 field goals. You know what that still means? We had 6 scoring drives. Like, we got to still remember that part too, man. Like, it's been times in the past where we weren't having this many scoring drives. You know, not obviously talking about Phil specifically, but I'm just saying, like, in general, throughout the past years, there's been times where we're like, yo, we want to get in scoring range. We only getting 1 or 2 opportunities, and we're settling for a field goal. With this, it's like,
and we're helping keep the defense off the field.
All of that matters. You're winning field position.
We had a great discrepancy in our favor in the time of possession.
All of that matters. And that's the thing. When we're talking about winning a championship, you look at the teams that have won them. Show me where they've blown every team out from week 1 all the way to the Super Bowl. Man, you gonna get some nasty wins in there. You might have a loss in there along the way, but it's like, yo, you have to just find ways to win. If it's a game where you can, blow them out by 30, great. Man, you take it in stride. If it's a game where you win by 1, great. You take it in stride. Because this league is super hard to win in, and we're seeing that week in and week out, man.
This was a good team, too.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying. I'm like, yo, y'all told us this is the hardest part of the stretch, right? We checked off Washington. Okay, bet. Y'all said the Baltimore's supposed to be the next tougher test. Cool, we didn't check them off. All right, now let's see Cleveland on a short week. It's got certain things a part of it, but let's see what's up. Like, that's my energy with it, man. And I think we are, the way that we're playing and the way that we're built, we can handle this because our game is physical. And that's the constant in all these matchups, especially our wins. Our physicality shows, and it makes you uncomfortable.
And we don't have that complacent energy. I don't sense it.
No, absolutely not.
As I said, we don't have a Tomlin loss this year. I don't expect that to start happening.
I like the leadership, though, in terms of Russ. I
Yeah,
feel like
absolutely.
he is a big part of.
You heard him in his press conference
You're not
after
going to
the
get that.
game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're going to celebrate for like 2 hours, not the typical 24 hours. We know we got a short week. On to the next.
When we say with Russ, like, people will joke about, oh, he's corny, he's cheesy, and this and that. But in terms of, like, the overall, like, leadership part, he does all of that the right way. Like, if you're drawing up, oh, what's the messaging? What is it supposed to look like when it shows up? First in, last out, all the extra stuff. Like, he checks all of that. And I just think it's contagious. I think you're looking at the younger players in that room on that offense, younger players on defense, looking, it's like, yo, we got a guy that energy is here. When you feel that, it's contagious. And then when you throw the victories in on top of it, now you're seeing the results from that labor. So now it's even more contagious because I don't have to wait 3 years for us to win by watching tape now or staying after late now. I can get this on Sunday. And I don't know if you saw the reports that were saying that Arthur Smith and Russ had to be texting their ladies like, yeah, babe, y'all like these touchdowns we scoring, right? So that's why we staying after, They be having their extra meetings and stuff. Like, yo, they stay locked in, man.
What did they say this week?
Hey, they won. 6 scoring drives, man. 18 points, baby. Heck yeah.
Sorry, it was only field goals this week.
All right, you can't kick field goals unless you get in position. That's what I do know.
Where was this?
It was bro. This was going into the game. I want to say I saw it either.
So Arthur
Saturday
Smith
or
and
Sunday.
Russ are staying after
they
practice.
stay after practices. Yeah, they stay, and it was like on Thursdays. I think they say on Thursday they have their like extra meeting, and yeah, they'll be like, yo. He was like, yeah, Sia text me or Mrs. Smith or I forgot what he called. He was like, yo, she'll text him, and we'll be like, yeah, we still meeting, and they'd be like, how much longer y'all got? He'd be like, y'all like these touchdowns we score, right? All right, we trying to find that next touchdown for you. That's what they always say. Like, we trying to find the next touchdown. So I like that energy, bro. I like it. like when you talk about like the
how the family's invested.
Yeah, but when you just say in the
Everyone's all
sense
in.
of like this is QB1, this is franchise, this is like I'm sure if like an owner could draw up like the perfect leadership part, not play on field, but just doing all that off the field stuff, right? Russ does that, man. So I think, man, all the dudes feel that, and I do think that also helps with the lack of Tomlin losses, man, because it's an energy in that room, man.